Getting started on a barn out here today, Santan Valley. Going to be doing a full setup, bringing power out of their main. Going to be heading all the way back there, putting a nice sub panel, some lights and fans. Got our overhead conduit ran all the way out to that back porch, hooked up in there. Coming down here, we're going to hit a box. We're going to wind up transferring into PVC and coming out, kind of coming right down through the yard. And there's a little opening of our trench here. Just getting ready to get started digging in a couple days. Headed on out through the path and noticed a couple of irrigation boxes. Had the guys, before they got started, grab a little shovel, start digging around, see what we can't find. Not always foolproof out here, but you want to try and do your best to avoid hitting anything. Still a side tip if anybody wants to do their own trenching, own excavation. Something to take note of, looking for sprinkler heads, looking for water spigots, gas lines, anything you might see before you just go sticking that trencher in the ground. Something we like to do. Anything you guys have, tips, advice, feel free to let us know. Something you might do different. Slice it like a bread. Got all the excavation done today. Gonna be working on starting some conduit that we had dug, tried to find the things that were in the ground so we didn't hit anything. Mentioned that it's never foolproof. Got some perfect examples for you today. Right there, water line. Now, looks like it's abandoned. Wasn't a lot of water in it, just a little bit came out residual. We do have the water shut off to the whole home as we dig. In case something like this happens, it doesn't fill this whole trench full of water. We did know that that water spigot was there. And those irrigation boxes you saw are up there. So we kind of assumed we would cross at some point, and sure as hell, crossed it right there. We hadn't been 3 seconds. Hit that. Luckily, you can see we've got a whole bundle, 5, 6 conduits in here. I could feel it as we were digging. You'll see when I stopped right away. So we only hit this top one. Man, we're lucky. Gonna go ahead and get started repairing those now. Show you when we're all done. Done. First one down here. all wrapped up. Just need the strap, be able to start tying all this in. Got water back on. First one here by the sub panel. That one's all good. The second one here. No wet, no spray. Last but not least, this is the one I was worried about the most, being that it had that big bundle. Not knowing if I maybe just nicked one, but guess what? Bada boom, bada bing. Hold nice and steady. No spraying, nothing. Trench done, repairs completed. Starting out here on underground PVC, kind of getting it pretty close. You can see we're up to here from the sub panel back there. So we just got that short little distance there. give my camera a stand in the trench. Just a minute ago when I was showing you, back there spraying water down on the backfilled dirt, called water settling. If you don't, you just throw all this dirt right, pretty dry, right back in on top of that trench. Out here, Arizona, we get monsoon season coming up here pretty soon. You get a good heavy rain, and that trench is gonna sink. May not be much, but ideal to try and avoid that. So we don't run a compactor through something this small. Get the dirt backfilled as much we can, and we're gonna put a little extra dirt on top, throw some water, just like Gary's doing now. That way, hopefully, dirt stays compacted when we're done. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Go ahead. Okay. Kind of hold on. Kind of got to go individually if we can. Okay, hold on. Now, okay, now pull all of them. Yep, all of them. Right there. Just pull that one. That one. Okay, pull it. All right, we're good. Got all our sub-feed wires pulled. Getting ready to start terminating here so we get some power turned on. I want to show you, talk about a little bit. For our sub feed wires from this main panel, headed out to the sub, we are using aluminum sub-feed wires. When it comes to branch circuitry, so past that sub panel back there for the lights, the fans, everything inside this main panel, for example, branching out to feed things, don't use aluminum. In this situation, we're going to use it for sub feeds. We do this very often, almost every time, especially in residential. The cost savings is drastic. With commodities the way they are today, copper is so high that we can achieve much more cost-effective projects using aluminum. When that is the case, when you're using aluminum, you are supposed to use this antioxidant compound here, or one like it. Right? One bad part about aluminum is it oxidizes very fast. You will be seeing me use it. I'm going to be putting it on the wire down inside the lug. That way when I terminate, everything's nice and tight, torqued down, and it's not going to seize up on me if I ever had to take it out. Phone's about to run out of storage. Didn't catch this, but all done. Breaker. Control with the antioxidant. Antioxidant in there. Back out here just wrapping up this barn today. Had a few design delays, nothing major. Unfortunately, storage on this thing is wrapped up tight, so I gotta make this quick. But just briefly, there she is, all completed. Hope you guys enjoyed the build. Hopefully can bring you guys some more. Have any questions, feel free to shoot them over, see what we can answer. And if you guys have friends, or you yourself have some horses or any kind of farm animals, you need some lights, some fans, give us a call. Be happy to take care of it for you.